Solutions. Add-on desires.
Welcome to ADAD Solutions. This is Srikanth for English. We are here with The Tattered Blanket from class 8, unit 1, reading A. There are two pictures that are presented here. One is a nuclear family and the other is a giant family. Probably because of the financial condition, the nuclear family seems to be very good, but you learn many things out of joint family, where you learn to adjust yourself, where you learn to look after the one another, where you learn lessons from our grandparents or the elders from the family. What do you observe in the pictures? One is a nuclear family, a small family, and the other is a joint family which is conspired of 2 or 3 nuclear families. So this is one family, and you have another family, and there is another. For about 4 families, they are together as a joint family. Okay. What type of families do we find in our present society? Why? We mostly found these type of families, which are nuclear families, which are very small. Okay. Father, mother and kids would be there. They would be always busy with the work. That's it. There would be nobody to take care, right? Which family do you like? Why? This is a joint family which probably we love, because when we all sit together and when we learn something from the joint family, it would be like something that you can put forward for the future generations, right? So probably today we find many nuclear families and less joint families. From the joint family, as I told you earlier, we can learn to adjust ourselves, we can learn a new lesson from somebody, and we can learn who is what and who is not what. So the tattered blanket, the word tattered mean by old and torn, in a poor condition, right? Example, I saw a tattered blanket on the road which has holes and everything, right? Yeah, written by Kamala Das. So she is Madhavi Kuti. Okay. So before she is converted to Islam, she is a Madhavi Kuti. Okay. Translated from Malayalam by K.M. Sharif. So the tattered blanket, I have already given you the meaning and the example. When he arrived unexpectedly at his home in the countryside in his office car and got down at the gate, his mother, who was laying in an armchair on the veranda, made a futile attempt to get up. Okay. So there is one person who came in an office car, unexpected, it was unexpected visit to the countryside village. Okay. So it was the person who was born and brought up in the village. He got a job and he went away from the village, and there unexpectedly he visited his family after a long time. It was after a long time, and his mother was there in the veranda sitting in an armchair, and she didn't know who came, but when somebody came, she made a futile attempt, useless attempt. She knew that she cannot get up from the armchair, but still she tried herself to make an attempt to get up in order to respect the person who had entered into the family or entered into the territory of the family, right? But she didn't know who was that. The mother did not know who was that. The mother did not understand that it was her own son who came in a car to see her. Kamala, there is somebody at the gate, said. Somebody is in a car. So the old lady, the mother of the person who had visited, told the person's sister that there is somebody who came in a car at the gate. You go and open the gate and welcome them into the house. Okay. So somebody has come. She didn't understand who was that. She didn't know who that particular person was. And the person knows it was her mother who made the dialogue. But the person was quite there, waiting for the response from Kamala. Futile, useless. Example, his efforts in reaching the minister during pandemic were futile. Synonyms, politeness, unsuccessful. Antonyms, useful or successful. Kamala, her eldest daughter, a widow, who was sitting huddled up on the tina on the veranda. Her head and ears covered with a thin bath towel, got up reluctantly, walked slowly to the gate, and screwing up her eyes, peered into the darkness. Okay, so she was a widow. She lost her husband. Okay, she was sitting there covering herself to the cold, the mist, right? Pulling the hands and the legs together. She was sitting like this, covering her ears with a bath towel. She was sitting there, and she reluctantly got up, unwillingly, because at that time, as it was very chilly, she must be shivering. Okay, she never wanted to get up, though they were sitting on the veranda, though it was chill, though it was completely cold, they were sitting on the veranda. And after the dialogue of mother, she got up reluctantly, unwillingly she got up, in order to find out who the person was standing at the gate. Okay, so after going there, she screw up her eyes and peered at the person. She understood that it was Mr. Gopi. She saw a bald, fat, middle-aged man walking in through the gate. She had looked that there was one person who was getting inside. Okay, probably this is a well-known personality. That's the reason he opened the gate and immediately he waded in to the house. Otherwise, if it is a stranger, they would be staying there at the gate and would not enter into the house, right? So, but here the person walked in. Oh Gopi, she said in her grating voice. Okay, why this sudden unexpected visit? Immediately Kamala remembered that it was her brother, the old aged woman's son. He came inside. Oh Gopi, what a surprise! It is an unexpected visit. You haven't written a letter that you are coming? No? You didn't tell us. If you have told us that we would be preparing something for you as a dinner, right? But you didn't tell us. So this is an unexpected visit by Gopi. Okay. Kamala, who is it? Her mother asked loudly from the veranda. Kamala, she wanted to know. She was very eager. The old woman was very eager to know who the person who came in a car, who the person who got inside, taking the gate, unlocking the gate, he waded in. So she wanted to know who that person was. Gopi, the man said. Amma, this is me, your son Gopi. I came all the way from my office to see you. Okay, so I am Gopi, he said. There was a meeting in Thiruvananthapuram. I just dropped in on my way back. So there was a meeting in Thiruvananthapuram. All the way from Delhi or from some other place, I came to Thiruvananthapuram for a meeting. So I thought as I came here to Kerala, I felt like, why don't I go to my family? Okay, so to go back and come again, it would take a lot of time. Probably you would have to go for a leave in order to visit the family, right? So as he came to Thiruvananthapuram, and it is very close by, the village is very close by, so he wanted to drop by and see his mother. Held arms and legs closed because of fear or cold, like I told you, sitting like this, shivering. Okay, example, and if I huddle up, what happened? Excitement also shades the blame. Synonyms, batch or collection. Antonyms, calm or harmony. Tina, sit out, a small place where people can sit, right? Example, people in the village like to sit on Tina, reluctantly, hesitant manner, unwillingly. Example, uncooperative manner. In an uncooperative manner, people got up in an uncooperative manner. Probably the example was missing. Antonyms, carelessly, hastily. Screwing up one's eyes, narrowing the eyes to look more carefully. Example, the grandma or grandpa squeezed up his eyes to look at me. Synonyms, sneering or glowering, grating, harsh or unpleasant. Example, various lightning spectra as viewed in a diffraction grating. Synonyms, annoying or irritating. Antonyms, pleasing or pleasant. Who? Kamala, who is it? There was a note of alarm in Amma's voice. She didn't understand, though Gopi said, Amma, this is me, your son Gopi, but she didn't understand, but she kept asking Kamala, who is it? Who came? You didn't tell me who the person is. You are talking your own self. right? Okay, so who is that who has come? Amma, why are you so scared? Kamala, Gopi's eldest sister, asked her a little awkwardly, as if you are seeing Gopi for the first time. Amma, why are you so scared? It is Gopi, your son, my brother. He came all the way from Delhi to see you. Why are you so scared? It's not an officer, it's not anybody else who came to see. It's not the doctor or it's not anybody. It's your son. It's your son who came to see you. Okay. Amma, it's me, Gopi said again. Gopi went to Amma and said, Amma, this is me, your son Gopi. Okay. He bent down and brought his face close to wrinkled cheeks. He bent down. Wrinkled means those foldings on the face, right? Okay, so he brought his face close to Amma so that Amma put her hands on the cheeks. My son, you came all the way from Delhi to see me? It's good, Nana. For a long time I didn't see you. So, mother might tell that. But let us see what she said. Amma, it's me. Again he said, Amma, it's me. Gopi, Kamala, I can't believe it. Has his school closed for occasion? Now she still thinks that her son is still a school going kid. But he is an officer. He is an officer. Now what do you understand the condition of the mother? She is forgetfulness, right? And she can't remember the things. And she forgot her son, that he was a government employee and he got married, he has kids, right? She forgot. Probably this man might not have visited his mother for a long time, for a long time. That's the reason she could not remember. She still thinks that Gopi is still in the school, still in the college. If he came today, he would be having some holidays. That's the reason he came to house or he came home, right? So she is the forgetfulness. She forgot everything and Gopi did not visit her for a long many days. Awkwardly, in an awkward manner with discomfort or lack of coordination. Example, the needle was diligently but awkwardly piled in this pass. Synonyms, carelessly, gracelessly. Antonyms, gracefully or skillfully. Wrinkled, a line or crease in the face, the foldings, right? Example, my grandfather had wrinkles on his face. Synonyms, fold or ridge. Antonyms, smoothness or flatness. Amma is often like this these days. She doesn't recognize anybody. Gopi's sister explained. She started to explain. She forgets the things very soon. She has to be taken to the doctor. Okay, she needs some medication. She needs some observation. Okay, so these days she behaves the same. Gopi's sister started to explain. But sometimes her memory is quite sharp. Sometimes her memory is quite sharp. Then she asked me if you have sent any letter. When her memory is very quite sharp, she asks if you have written any letter. Okay, but I tell her everything is fine with you, Vimala and kids. She forgot that. Her son got married. Her name is Vimala, the wife of Gopi. Her name is Vimala and they have kids. She forgot everything. Sometimes she is very sharp. Sometimes she is very sharp, but sometimes she is forgetfulness. What is the point of telling her that you haven't written for an year? For a long year, he didn't write any letter to find out the well-being of his mother. For a long year, he didn't write a letter to mother. She kept thinking and thinking, but Kamala lied with a mother that you always write a letter. You are good, the kids are good, Vimla is good, your office work is good, and you are asking about mother's wellness, mother's goodness. Okay, you are sending money, all these things. I managed to tell her that you are okay. Poor thing, I wouldn't dream of making her unhappy. I never want to make my mother unhappy, though you make your mother unhappy. But I stay with my mother, and I don't want my mother to make her unhappy. But you probably make her unhappy. You don't write a letter, you don't talk about her, you don't want to talk about her. This is something nasty. I got a promotion last year, after that I am always on my toes and there are tours quite often, I don't get any time to write a letter. Last year I got a promotion. The family members did not know that this fellow got a promotion last year. When somebody gets the promotion, they go to mother, they go to family members, they express their happiness, right? But this fellow, he didn't tell his mother that he got a promotion. He didn't inform the family members that he got a promotion. And after that he is always busy, it seems. He would have to go from one place to the other. There are many tours quite often, and he was not having time to write a letter, time to come to see his mother, time to spend some time with the family members. He didn't even tell the promotion, about the promotion. Right? Now you can understand the mindset of Gopi. On my toes, busy and ready to work. All the time he should be ready to work. Why don't you ask Vimala to write, or doesn't she get any time to? Why don't you ask Vimala, your wife, to write a letter, or to talk to mother, or to spend some time with the family members? Come here and spend time with the family members. What are you mumbling over there? Amma said loudly. Amma, now she forgot that somebody came to the house and she is talking with somebody. She forgot that. I heard somebody coming in a car. Who is it? Gopi already told. He went very close to mother. He already told that, Amma, I am your son. Okay, but she forgot. She is asking, somebody came in and you didn't tell me who is that. I told you it's Gopi. I told you it's Gopi. Now Kamala started to get anger, because on the other side Gopi is irritating her, not writing a letter, not informing about his mother. Okay, that made her get anger. But Gopi is in Delhi, isn't he? Gopi is in Delhi. Mother knows that. She told. Very short sometimes, right? But Gopi is in Delhi. Yes, Amma, it's me. I have come from Delhi. Okay, so yes, Amma, this is me, Gopi. I came from Delhi. Who did Gopi marry? Amma said, suddenly lowering her voice. I mean, what's his wife's name? She forgot that he got married. What did she say in the first paragraph or the second paragraph? He might have come for the vacation. Okay, is school shut for summer vacation? She asked a question, right? Now she remembers that he got married. Okay, he has kids. What is the name of the woman to whom he got married? Don't say you have forgotten her name too. Don't you remember Vimala, district collector Nambiya's eldest daughter? Gopi's sister said. Don't you remember district collector's daughter? The name of the woman is Vimala. Okay, don't say that you forgot. Don't irritate me. I am already irritated by Gopi's dialogues. Okay. Oh, forgot the name. Was there a letter from Gopi today? Was there a letter from Gopi? Today she is expecting. He himself came to see mother, but she forgot. She forgot. Okay, so that is the situation of a mother because of a son.
Add-on solutions. Add-on desires.